Welcome back to the World of Tennis, presented by BNP Paribas.
This week in our roundtable discussion, the editors of Tennis Magazine discuss one of the most prestigious tennis events in history, Davis Cup. In 1900, it started off with just 2 countries, the United States and Great Britain, and now has expanded to 135 nations.
The Editors Roundtable is brought to you by Tennis Magazine.
Hi there, welcome to another edition of the Tennis Magazine Editors Roundtable. I'm Peter Bodo here with my colleague Stephen Tignor and David Rosenberg. Today we're going to be talking about Davis Cup. Should we change the format?
I think we should. I mean, I think Davis Cup is good, but there's so much more potential when you have a team, international team event that could involve all the top players, and it doesn't now. It's too much of a commitment for somebody like Roger Federer to play. Why not change it and try to get the most out of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm more of a purist when it comes. I don't like to change too much, but I mean, I have to say at this point, it does start to. We do need to do something. I mean, I think that every other year might be a better idea. I mean, even when the Americans finally won the Cup, they had to turn right around 2 or 3 months later and play a first-round match. I mean, it seems kind of, at least in a slam, you still get a year to enjoy it, right? If you win a slam, you still have a year, and now it's sort of, you know, they don't have any time. They have a few months, and then maybe it's a different team or.
Right. I think there's a lot of things to like about Davis Cup now. You see players who aren't big stars get to have a big moment, and people, the players at least, they love to play. They love to play Davis Cup, and I think they would if it didn't involve so much time. They have to do it 4 times a year.
See, I don't know. I have to disagree with that. I think these guys, you know, I don't know that Roger Federer says, all right, I'm going to play Davis Cup if it's going to be held in 2 weeks in November, because then, you know, come November, he's going to, oh, well, you know, my back's tired, you know, I had a rough year, I won a couple slams, I'm out of there. I mean, there's an ethnocentric component in our, the big word, in our discussion here, because really, you know, in the United States, Davis Cup and you know, even Fed Cup, which is totally off the radar, the women's version of Davis Cup, you know, doesn't get a lot of respect. You know, there's been a tradition of American players who do not play Davis Cup, even though some of the great ones have. You know, Jimmy Connors rarely played Davis Cup. McEnroe played all the time. Sampras was in and out. Andre played a lot. So the American audience has never really gotten quite the traction. And, you know, I think to some degree, I personally blame that on the various sports editors and people who do the assigning on these things. Something is only as important as the sort of tastemakers and trendsetters decide it is. And unfortunately, it's never been done.
I would look at the Olympics. The Olympics is every 4 years, and it's held over 1 week. And the players, this time at least, were more excited about the Olympics than they ever had been. Federer wants to finish his career at the Olympics, and Nadal won the gold medal. Djokovic was there. So the desire to play a team event is there. It's just too much for them. And frankly, I think there's not enough money in it at this point. Yeah. Compared to what else they can make just doing exhibitions or the rest of the tour, Davis Cup seems a little anachronistic.
I still like the idea. I still like the home and away format, to be honest. I mean, that's why I think if you did it every other year, it would give people time to recuperate. Whereas I like the fact that they can go to, like when Agassi had to go to Zimbabwe, and you get these, you go, when's he got to go to Zimbabwe to play tennis? I mean, it's fascinating to me. And then you do get that sort of extra element where you see players who you never guessed could give a top player a match suddenly do, because they're on their home turf and they're playing really well and they're really inspired. I mean, I think that's really a nice part of Davis Cup.
Changing it would lose a lot, but I think there's something there more to gain for
no question. It's got the great history in Davis Cup. You've got some of the greatest players ever. Well, that's it for another edition of Tennis Magazine's Editors Roundtable. Please join us again next time, and for all things tennis, visit us at tennis.com.
This Editors Roundtable discussion was brought to you by Tennis Magazine. Get exclusive tennis coverage online at tennis.com.
The world of tennis shifts focus to Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, for the Legg Mason Tennis Classic. And we're very fortunate to have newly minted Hall of Fame inductee Donald Dell with us to give us some insights.
In 1969, Johnny Harris and I together held an exhibition in Washington, and a tournament started with the Washington Tennis Foundation, it was called. In '69, we had a pro tournament there. I was the Davis Cup captain, and we put up $25,000 as the first prize money event other than the U.S. Open in 1968. Well, the first year, a guy from Brazil, Thomas Koch, won the tournament in '69. Ken Rosewall won it in about 1971. Arthur was an early winner in '72 or '73. But we've had some great players. Connors won it a couple times. Lendl won it. Andre Agassi won it 5 times. Andy Roddick has won it 3 times. and it's sort of moved forward. And this year we have some tremendous talent coming in there. We have 4 of the top 9 players in the world already entered. Thomas Burditch, Soderling, Andy Roddick, Verdasco entered the other day. I mean, it's been a phenomenal event this year.
The Legg Mason Tennis Classic began last Saturday, July 31st, and will continue through this Sunday, August 8th, in our nation's capital. Well, it's been an amazing start on the Olympus US Open Series. Things are heating up on and off the court, and the Americans are off to a great start. Can't wait to see the results from Washington, D.C. this Friday. I'm Justin Gimelstob. Thank you for watching The World of Tennis, presented by BNP Paribas.